Greetings and welcome to another chapter of Chronicles of the Cryptic. I am your guide, Victor Ravenswood, tasked with bringing you tales from the margins of reality, where the fabric of our understanding becomes frayed and tenuous. Tonight, we delve into the shadows of the spiritual and psychological, into a story that continues to challenge the boundaries between them. This is the tale of Anneliese Michel and the exorcisms that claimed her earthly life. In the small Bavarian town of Klingenberg in the 1970s, a young woman named Anneliese Michel began to experience a torment that defied medical explanation. She was devoutly religious, grounded in her faith, but found herself besieged by what she believed to be demonic possession. Anneliese's early life was marked by piety and affliction in equal measure. At 16, she suffered a severe convulsion and was diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy. But as the years progressed, her condition worsened, entwining with her deep religious convictions, culminating in the belief that she was beset by demons. The battle she fought was waged in the secluded confines of her home, away from the prying eyes of the outside world, yet it would eventually draw the attention of both the church and the law. What followed was a series of 67 exorcisms performed over 10 months, an ordeal that would end in tragedy. Anneliese's initial treatments were rooted in the medical. Doctors prescribed anticonvulsants, and she spent time in psychiatric care. Yet her condition deteriorated. She began to see disturbing visions during her daily prayers, hear demonic voices damning her to hell, and exhibit strength and aggression that seemed beyond her control. Desperate for respite, Anneliese, supported by her devoutly Catholic family, sought the aid of the church. When 2 local priests became convinced of the demonic presence within her, they sought permission to perform an exorcism, which was eventually granted by the bishop. The rites of exorcism commenced in September 1975. The sessions were harrowing, with Anneliese enduring prayers and rituals that lasted for hours. She was convinced that she harbored several demons, and her behavior during these rites was recorded as evidence that, to some, pointed to possession, to others to psychosis. Tapes of the exorcisms capture a chorus of voices that emanate from Anneliese, voices that she claimed belonged to Lucifer, Judas, Nero, and others. She exhibited extraordinary strength, suffered bruises, cuts, and broken bones, and displayed a profound aversion to religious objects. As the months passed, Anneliese became increasingly frail. She spoke less and less, ate sparingly, her physical form wasting away as if consumed by the battle for her soul. On July 1, 1976, Anneliese Michel succumbed to the rigors of her ordeal, leaving a world divided in her wake. The official cause of death was malnutrition and dehydration, but the true nature of her suffering remains a topic of fierce debate. The aftermath saw the state pressing charges against the 2 priests and Anneliese's parents. The trial that followed was a crucible of conflicting ideologies, putting science against spirituality. The verdicts and sentences were ultimately less than many anticipated, but the discussion they incited lingers to this day. Anneliese Michel's story is a tapestry of faith, of the boundaries of religious and medical intervention, and of the profound mysteries of the human mind and spirit. It compels us to question, to reach for understanding, and to contemplate the unseen forces that may walk among us. As we draw the veil over the story of Anneliese Michel, let us reflect on the delicate interweaving of body, mind, and spirit, and the compassion we must hold for each other's struggles, seen and unseen. I am Victor Ravenswood, your chronicler in the shadows. Until our next foray into the cryptic and unknown, walk in light, and may you find peace in your search for the truth.